I've put together a series of 1-minute exercises that you can do with a band when you're short on space, short on time, maybe you're away from home and you don't want to lose the momentum of the training habit that you've worked really hard to build, but equally you don't want it to take over your holiday and you definitely don't want to take a lot of equipment with you. So each exercise can just be done for 1 minute. You can always repeat one if you want to do a little bit longer, but 1 minute of each for a total of 10 minutes, whole body workout, ticked off, done, get on with your holiday. A regular squat with a band. Feet about shoulder width apart, still keep your toes out, as I normally would advise, 10 to 2. Put as much tension on the band as you like. You're not going to obviously benefit from this on the way down because it makes it easier, but I want you to come up really slowly. I'll show it from the side. Tension on the band. Make sure you're going low enough and come up really slow. Regular squat, as many as you can in a minute. You don't have to rush it. The front raise with a band. It's a good exercise, but it can be quite challenging to do both together at once for a full minute. If you do want to have a go at it, just make sure you hold everything in the middle nice and rigid, but it soon gets tiring. One option is to do one arm at a time and change halfway through, or to keep your foot in one position, you can alternate. How to do a deadlift with a band. Both feet onto the band. You will need to grip it lower down or wrap it around. Starting in your hinge position here. See the way my hips are back, but my knees are still level with the toes and you're straightening up at the hips. To make it harder, grip the band lower down. There we go. So we're looking for that hinging motion here. As you can see, there's really only a slight bend in the knee, enough to push and hinge up. Tricep extension. Tension on the band. You can either put your foot in the middle and do both arms together. If that's too challenging, give yourself a bit more slack, wrap it round, do one arm for 30 seconds, turn around and do the other arm. You should feel it here. This one here, you'll need all fours. If you haven't got a mat to get on all fours, just repeat one of the other exercises. But put the two ends of the band under your hand and put your foot around the middle. Secure it here, you see? And then push back. Try not to rotate the hips. 30 seconds each side. You may have to allow a little bit for the changeover. Again, securing it with both hands and pushing back. Got it? Next one is one of my favourites. This is the two-handed row. So again, both or one feet on the band, both or one foot on the band. You might need to wrap it around a little bit and you're going to row back from the front. Think about rowing backwards. This next one's the reverse lunge. So the legs are doing the work. Put one foot on the band, bend that leg, feel the tension in the arms and come up. The resistance is on the way up. I'll show it from the side. You'll have to fight quite a bit to maintain stability, and you can make it easier by reducing the tension on the band. 30 seconds each leg. Overhead press with a band is usually best done with just one foot in the middle of the band. Depends how strong your band is. It can be quite challenging to do both together for a full minute, but you're welcome to have a go. Alternatively, alternate your arms. If that's really not doable because your band's too stiff, give yourself much more slack and do one arm at a time and just 30 seconds each side. And this is a sumo squat with a band, so much wider stance than your regular squat. Toes still out, 10 to 2. All I want you to do with the band is keep tension on it in front, so you're getting more bang for your buck with a stress across the upper back and the shoulders, whilst we go down for a really nice sumo squat. And back up. You'll feel it in your upper arms, keeping that tension on the band. 1 minute. Next one for your shoulders is a lateral raise. Again, depending on how much tension you've got on your band, this can be really hard or really easy. So if your band is quite thin, both feet on, straight up out of the side, it's tough, and back down. Making sure you're not tempted to kind of go all floppy in the middle. If it's too difficult, step off the band, give yourself some more slack, and do it this way. You decide what works for you.